What's up, everybody? It's MrmoviesXkicks, and this is going to be the review of Bad Hair, coming up right after this. So the movie Bad Hair came out, premiered on Hulu over the weekend. Now I'm actually kind of new to Hulu. I just actually got it just because of this particular movie, and I've actually kind of got to used to watching a couple of their shows. I've watched Woke and Remy. Excuse me, Rami, and I kind of just started getting into Hulu, and I kind of like Hulu, and I got a free, month free, and I really wanted to watch it because of this movie, and as the movie was actually pretty funny. So I'm gonna read the synopsis because mostly I usually explain the review to you guys, but this synopsis that I read, it kind of explains the movie kind of almost perfectly. So I'm gonna read it for you, and then we're gonna talk about it. 1989, an ambitious young woman gets weave in order to succeed in an image-obsessed world of music television. However, her flourishing career may come at great cost when she realizes that her new hair may come with a mind of its own. Now, that's basically like a very good premise of the movie. Now, obviously, there's more. The main character in the movie is actually, her name is Anna, and she's played by a newcomer called Zuri Kelly. And I love actually the story of this. It was a very interesting movie because like when I first saw it, I knew there was going to be like kind of like an underlining plot of kind of that basically that it, and one of the women touched on the movie. They said, I hate that women always look upon differently, especially when you're black. Like, your hair has to be perfect. Your everything has to be perfect. Like she goes, in a perfect based world, you could wear your hair whichever way you wanted to. And that's the kind of theme that you get about this movie, is that obviously it's based on weave. So, but the interesting concept is how they took this movie and spun it. That's the thing that I loved about movies like this, where they take kind of everything we do know, but they make it a little twist. Now, the good thing I loved about this movie, it was based in the time period of the late 1880s, 1989, and that's kind of like when the kind of explosion of the New Jack Swing era music and kind of weave kind of burst onto the scene. Like that was generally when weave had been around before then, but weave kind of really exploded in the black community as far as like, the music and the hair and the weave. Just that was kind of that culmination of the time period for it to kind of elevate. And they told Anna, she kind of wanted to become a VJ, and everyone knows the VJs had the long, luxurious, poofy, weavish hair, and she really didn't have the look. And so, like, in her company culture, played by her boss was Vanessa Williams, she told her basically, you need to do something with your hair, and if you want to kind of succeed. And so she goes to get this hair, and once she gets the hair, like everyone kind of starts looking at her different. Like people start really treating her different. Like they kind of like things start going basically well, and then the hair kind of has a mind of its own, because the hair is actually possessed by something they call a story called the moss haired girl, kind of like a story based on kind of when the slavery times happened, and this hair was kind of basically possessed. So the hair would basically kill people after it would crave blood. And it was kind of crazy because it's like a horror movie, but it's very satirical in an aspect of it, because it's like the weave just has a mind of its own, killing people, and she's trying to still go on with her career, but you can kind of see it changing her, like her eyes turn yellow. But the thing that I liked about the movie the most was that you thought it was just going to be her going through this problem, but it was like a lot of other people that had the weave. They had like this possession promise of like the weave trying to kill people, and some of the killing scenes in this movie were actually pretty good. When the weave would just have a mind of its own and would just kill people, and it kind of thirsted for blood, and so it always needed blood like every like couple days or a week. And so like I love the satirical aspect that they put in this, and it kind of gave you that the overall theme of kind of be true to yourself, because she had a kind of a traumatic thing happen in the very beginning of the movie where she kind of was trying to get perm and it burned her scalp, and after that she never wanted to get weave. She didn't want to touch her hair, and so when she had to further her career, they kind of made her kind of get the weave. They didn't make her, but she wanted to extend her career, so she got the weave, and everything was kind of going all right until she got possessed weave. So that's the kind of funny part about it. But the underlying thing to me was kind of always kind of be true to yourself. You know, don't let this society kind of make you who they want you to be. Kind of be who you want to be, and that's how she kind of had to learn the hard way. And they actually had a really good cast in this movie. Blair Underwood, Usher, Lena Horne, Vanessa Williams, Jay Farrow. So I love the camaraderie in this. Like basically having a predominantly all black cast. The director was Justin Simeon, and he's actually the director of Dear White People. So it's funny, you know. I love Dear White People. I thought that was probably a very good movie, and they had a season 3 up to Netflix. I'm not sure season 2 or season 3, but I did thought the movie was very solid. Like I said, it was really a satirical movie, so it wasn't the worst movie and it wasn't the best movie, but it really had one of them things like had to look towards the end, had to keep coming back and rewind. I'm like, oh, I didn't see that part coming. So the ending is actually the very ending. Like it kind of get you guessing. You're like, dang, it's not like I don't think gonna be a sequel or anything like that, but they did kind of throw a loop in there that was just kind of like that really kind of surprised me that I didn't see coming. So, but all in all, like a very solid movie. I think this is like one of the movies I think a lot of black women who wear weave or real black women in general should watch. I think this movie is hilarious, and to me, this is a very good Halloween movie. Like I think you and the girls should get together and I'll watch this. I actually watched this with my mom and she thought it was pretty funny. She was just telling me about when she got weave, and she's like, she never really got weave, she got braids, but we just saw a scene there like when they were braiding her hair, weaving her hair, and it was just bloody and all that, and I was just like, nah. My mom was like, it ain't that deep. I was like, you ain't never lied. So, but like I'm sure a lot of women can relate more to this movie, especially either African American women that get weave or just women in general who get weave. They can relate more to this than any man could, because you know, I got short hair, so but if you guys love movie reviews, sneaker reviews, TV show reviews, think about subscribing to the channel. If you like what you saw, please give me a like, and if you have seen this movie, drop some comments. Let me know what you guys thought about this movie. Did you love it or did you hate it? To me personally, like I said, I thought this was a funny movie. It wasn't the best movie, it wasn't the worst movie, but it's a good way to waste a couple hours and just have a good flick, watch a good flick and have a good time. But like I said, most definitely I would say check this movie out for Halloween. I think this would be a good Halloween movies. Until next time, guys, Mr. Movie X out.